Hello and welcome to another Transport Fever 2 campaign. Today we are going to the Indies, I think, with coffee and colonialism, and let's hear what the game has to say.
The island of Java, tropical jewel in the midst of the Indian Ocean, conscientiously administrated by meticulous Dutch bureaucracy. The year is 1870, and the colony is undergoing a transformation. Recently, individuals have been allowed to lease farmland and manage plantations. The fertile land offers ideal conditions for exporting a multitude of colonial goods, off on the way to an exotic experience.
Okay, let's start. I'll be back when this is loaded.
The Dutch East Indies. Surely the most exemplary colonial empire under the sun. With luscious fruits and cheap labour in abundance. You act on behalf of the colonial administration. A gifted talent in the art of engineering, you have been appointed to modernise the local transport sector. Complete this task to the satisfaction of the Crown. If you do, even the post as governor might be in store for you.
It's a nice island.
Transport is a much sought-after service on this scarcely civilized island. Eating draft animals such as oxen is punishable by law. That's why the colonial administration has commissioned you to build a railroad so that the plantation business prospers. The delicious coffee is supposed to be transported from the fertile hinterlands to the facility near town for processing. Anyone set on building wisely and cheaply avoids unnecessary slopes. Perform the necessary surveying work.
Okay. So I have to activate the contour lines overlay in order to better be able to estimate how the terrain is laid out for the building tracks and roads. Okay. So here and this one.
Build a route from the thriving plantation across treacherous terrain to the processing factory where the coffee fruit is husked.
Okay. Build a cargo station in the highlighted area next to the factory here, and complete the tracks coffee plantation. Okay, so a cargo station. I'd rather take this one, and connection, and then complete the tracks to there. Like so. That's pretty.
A depot is needed.
Yeah, of course it is, Sherlock. Build a depot in the highlighted area. Okay. Building depot. Line up.
Purchase a complete train, including locomotive and freight cars.
Okay, buy a train with 4 freight cars which can transport coffee fruit. So buy vehicles. Which one is the strongest? The Borsig. And 4 freight cars. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and buy.
The coffee fruit can now be brought from the plantations on its way to further processing.
Create a route for the train and deliver coffee fruit to the factory. From there to there, or from here here to there. And coffee. I guess that's how, yeah, we write it like that. And set line coffee. Come here, little train. Where's the tracks? Tracks is gone. There's no tracks in there. How can it fly when there's no tracks? I guess we'll never find out. And speed up. Then we have to deliver, I guess. There's water. So, how far has it gone? Oh, what's that? It's birds. Let's follow. Hello. It's a crane. Cranes. Flock. Nice. So now it's going back. With how much? 16 out of 16. Nice. Good food. And delivered.
What a superb railway! It provides the local plantation leaseholders with truly valuable services. Still fresh from the fields, the fruit quickly reaches the factory. From there, the colony's delightful coffee must be brought to the warehouses and offices in the port for export. That shouldn't be left up to the local labourers, no way. Too easygoing, too inefficient, too unreliable. Specially built stations are called for, so that the first-rate coffee makes it into town undamaged. If need be, stations that can be guarded against plundering hordes.
Okay. So build a truck stop in the highlighted areas at the factory and the commercial area of the town. So here, buildings, truck station, truck unload. So this one. Right here. And this one. Right here.
Ready to go. Nothing stands in the way of speedy transportation to the local seaport
And then
anymore.
the building moved
Send
over
the
here.
freight cars of coffee on their way.
Establish a route between the new stops and allocate at least 4 appropriate vehicles to the route. So first we need a depot. Like so. And then make a route. Or route. From there to there. Coffee. Sorbet. I think it's pronounced. And buy vehicles. So one of these two. I'll take this one. And set line, coffee supplier.
The factory now finds itself in a laudable position by sending processed coffee into town. To experience considerable growth, its products have to reach a clientele with money to spend.
Wait until the horses and carts have delivered the coffee beans to supplier.
The factory now finds itself in a laudable position by sending processed coffee into town. To experience... Oh no! Lucas, the capable engineer in your locomotive, seems to have vanished from the face of the earth. Or anywhere else for that matter. Time to find a stand-in. Right away. Would one of the natives be able to meet this difficult challenge?
Accept.
Several locals show an interest in learning the decidedly noble profession as locomotive engineer. A practice route for training purposes is needed. Meanwhile, certain signs are feeding horrible rumors about the indigenous tribe's diet.
So build a test track with 2 small stations and a depot in the highlighted area.
Thanks to your reliable deliveries, the factory is working far above par, although it would certainly be capable of processing much more, virtually colossal capacities of coffee. You should weigh the idea of increasing the transport volume, because coffee from the colony is a commodity in great demand in parlours and salons on the continent.
Of
One
course it
train
is.
isn't enough to adequately supply the factory with coffee fruit. A passing siding is needed so that a second train can use the line.
So build tracks, like so.
The trains should wait for each other on the passing siding. This requires placing signals.
One right there and one right there.
If the plant is to be used to its fullest capacity, another complete train is needed.
So it's 1 train and 4 of these freight cars. That line's coffee.
Wherever coffee production thrives, business and prosperity flourish too. Thanks to the railroad, the port town of Surabaya has become a lively trading centre for countless goods and services. All kinds of people from all corners of the island want to do profitable business here. And that's why the colonial administration has commissioned you with setting up a passenger line from Semarang to Surabaya. Time to build a line which will soon link the key trading hubs in eastern Java.
Okay. So connect Surabaya and Semarang with a passenger railway. I think we can wait with that and build the test tracks. I think it's here. So a station, small station. It just says station. So small, extremely small. Right here. And one over here. And a depot right here.
The correct way to drive the vehicle must be practiced first, so that potential passengers are not scared off right away. In the meantime, some hard-to-digest news reaches you. Your skilled worker is said to have fallen victim to a bloodthirsty tribe of cannibals.
Oh no. So test track and test track, more test track, more test track. I think move this one and this and another one. Then make this and fill out like that, and then make a depot like so. And then a locomotive, this one, and make a line like so. Maybe add a waypoint over here like so, and add that as a station so it drives around in a circle, and it of course has to get a name. Oops. Not T. Test track. Capital T. And the train has to go on test track. Drive, little train. Faster, faster, faster. I think there's more than enough track on the test track. Then it's the passenger line, buildings, passenger station, 160.
Good news. The locomotive engineer has returned safe and sound. While you pictured him in the stomachs of savages, he was having the time of his life in the virgin forest. Naturally, you can't tolerate misconduct like that, and regretfully have to fire the good man.
Okay. Where is he? So I can fire him. Apparently I just have to do the mission. Connect it with a passenger line. Add control lines. Not too bad. Like so. Then down here. And connect.
The railroad has been completed. Curiosity runs high. Time will tell if passenger transportation really is a venture that's worthwhile.
So, time to make a depot. So we can get a train to transport the people. It doesn't say how big it has to be. So it's this train and that many. By, and then we have to make a line, of course, from Semarang to Surabaya, and the name is passenger line. In need of better words. Passenger line, because we don't have to get more passenger lines, I think. And then it's just waiting. Mysterious
A
monuments.
formidable enterprise like yours calls for a suitably first-rate branch office. After all, you're not just anybody.
I think I found them. Except,
Build a prestigious residence that is unrivaled in the whole island.
okay, build a headquarter. Headquarters. Ooh. 6 company score. Built. And just somewhere. Then I'll do it over here. Right. There.
A truly attractive estate, but a veritable plague
This
is spoiling all the
transport.
fun. Snakes have occupied the building. Rumor has it that a wise old woman knows how you can rid yourself of the snakes in your walls. She's supposed to be in Surabaya.
Right here.
The old woman says she doesn't know a thing, but you should try your luck with her cousin in Semarang, who has a knack for the art of snake charming.
Right here.
The snake charmer declared that you've probably angered the mighty snake goddess with your projects. The snake priestess of Mount Merapi is the only one who could remedy the situation.
Okay. It's a nice temple. More temples. Not that one either. Either.
The
This
priestess
one.
has spoken. The only way she is willing to call off her children is if you make a sacrifice to the great snake goddess. Coffee, the priestess prophesied, will be the sure thing to appease the goddess.
Okay. So make a line that transport coffee beans over there. So street. Smaller steps, not get too expensive. Not that we have to, but because we can. And like so. Then I'll just add this as a station to this one.
Uh-oh, it's rumbling in the island's interior. The mighty volcano Merapi threatens to erupt. A phenomenon like this wasn't reckoned with while planning the route. The natives claim that someone has probably angered one of their gods. Whatever the case, if the precious coffee fruit is supposed to be transported by rail in the future too, then it's imperative that something be done. It seems worthwhile to remove the infrastructure if it's not supposed to be buried under ashes and lava.
Send the trains to depot and remove the stop at the coffee plantation. Okay. So go to depot. Can't do. Go back. And turn around, go to depot. Like so. And then we just have to wait for this train to get to the export factory and then send to the depot. Just so we can get a little more money. Send to depot. And then remove the station. Like so.
To enable coffee production to continue making progress in future, the route ought to be relocated to an area where it can be assumed that the expected eruptions will leave it intact.
Remove station and tracks from the damaged zone of the volcano. And rebuild. So we have to go around this mountain right here, like so. Then make a freight station right here. And connect with tracks. That's ugly. Like so.
The danger has been averted, and transport can be resumed. What's more, the volcano is showing signs of coming down again. Despite that, maybe relocating the route was still a wise move.
So establish the route again and transport 30 coffee fruits to the factory. Easy. Just have to wait.
The fertile island has a lot more to offer than coffee. The widow of a friendly grower, may the poor devil rest in peace, has been planting sugarcane lately. Make the lady happy by providing her with your services.
Accept.
The sugar must be transported to town. From there it is shipped, then served when continental Europeans get together for coffee. What a godsend!
Okay. So if we transport sugarcane over here and send it with the train, then it's already. Then we don't have to make any more infrastructure. And this one can take all of it. We don't need this one anymore, so like so. And line delete. So we have to make a truck stop right here, and we need to make a street straight through and build a drop-off point. Then we have to make a line from here to there and go around. Sugar, like so. And we also need a road depot right there. And 5 vehicles. Oh, just 4. Like so. And transport. Oh, set line, sugar. Transport. Yes, 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 yes. Come on. Give me sugar. Come on. Oh, we can't transport that. Not good. Mass vehicle. That. Then 4 of those and 4 of those. Replace. This one we do the same. Add 4 of those and 4 of those. Like so. And why no path? Turn around. Why doesn't it move? Oh. Signal. Like so. Can you get a path now? Why can't you get a path? Is there something wrong with the tracks? I hope not. It's not? Oh. It's a new station. You have to change the station. coffee at station, like so. Now the train is driving, and we can make some more money and get on with the mission. Transport coffee fruit, 30. Deliver sugar. When it's ready, it's beginning to transport or produce the sugar, and then this one picks it up and drives it away. Now it's just waiting, looking from the top of the mountain. There's a tree in the way. Isn't this beautiful? Look, this is beautiful. With the train driving down there. Bit of terraforming. So it looks a bit more natural. Like so. There's another train. Oh, so, and how about this one? Bit more like so. Not really. And over here. So. This one is 60. So this one will be done in, let's say, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So get the transport. It's being transported from here to there.
Traffic is flowing full steam ahead. The plantation business is developing magnificently. In light of all this success, the incumbent governor is thinking of moving back to his Dutch homeland in good time. Thanks to your outstanding work, you have a good chance of inheriting his post.
I'll continue playing until we get this one. Move on, come on. So we can get all the medals.
The sugar rattles toward town
Yes.
quickly by train. What a pleasure.
So that was all of it. Let's see if we can get the menu up again. No. So
Traffic is flowing full steam ahead. The plantation business is developing magnificently. In light of all this success, the incumbent governor is thinking of moving back to his Dutch homeland in good time. thanks to your outstanding work, you have a good chance of inheriting his post.
So that was all for today. All of it is done. We have no more missions at all. So thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time in Mission 3.